So we help people write their policies, review their policies, and really identify whether or not their policies coming out of the box are even enforceable in the workplace. So for example, if we say there is a zero tolerance for violence in the workplace, zero tolerance for violence of any kind, everybody goes, you know, we hear that a lot and that makes perfect sense. Why should we tolerate violence in the workplace? We shouldn't. Fundamentally accurate statement. So, if one employee is about to assault another and a third party stands in between the two and interrupts that assault by physical force, saying, don't touch that person, don't hit that person, and removes that threat, the assailant, potential assailant, and the person that stepped in who touched the other one are both guilty of violence in the workplace, right? An unwanted touching is, in most cases, a violence violation. If you have zero tolerance, both of those employees, the assailant and the peacemaker, would be separated or disciplined under the policy. So we are very careful with what goes into our clients' policy. So we ask them, are you up to zero tolerance enforcement? A lot of chatter in the marketplace today about bullying, bullyism, or even coining new words, right? And so the concern about bullying is that that's just really inappropriate social behavior, and we don't want that in the workplace. How will you deal with bullying and what constitutes bullying? So we help our clients actually go through the definition process and the setting up of examples process, because part of good policy is clear and transparent writing, which means that everyone understands what they're accountable for and what behaviors are not right. So it's not just a matter of saying this is a good structure for a policy. It also has to do individually with each organization is what are you culturally capable of doing with your policies and procedures. That's another level of sophistication that we offer to our clients. So it's not merely going to the shelf and pulling out a document that's been legally tested in court and saying here's a good policy structure for you. We also want to ensure that it's something that's enforceable in your culture.